Whoa, you almost took me down again. Okay. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come on. Hey. Let's move. There we go. Almost there. There. Now we're there. Now we are there, Toby Dogs. Hey, hey, slow. Turn. Hey, hey, slow down. Come on now, you crossed in front of me. You crossed in front of me. Good morning, good morning. Come on. Easy, easy. Come on now with me. Hey, I'm not telling you to heel, but you gotta stay right here. See if I can see this. Good morning, good morning. Anastasia, blessed, how are you today? How are you this morning? You're hanging out with the third triplet. The triplets. Toby, Anastasia says hi. Hey, little buddy. Oh my goodness, people are blocking the sidewalk up here. I don't know why they think they can block the sidewalk like that. I don't get it. Can't they see that it's a sidewalk that people gotta walk down? Come on, Toby. Can't they see that it's a sidewalk that people have to walk down? Look at this. What if you're in a wheelchair? What if you're in a wheelchair? What do you do? Park this hunk of junk someplace else. Park it in the street where it's supposed to be. Hillbillies. People not used to living in the city, I guess. I can smell the sugar factory this morning. The sugar factory's miles away, but it's directly west of town or southwest of town a little bit. And the smell drifts over here because the wind blows from that direction all the time, normally. So the whole town, ugh, smells like cooked sugar beets. Come on, Toby. Of course I overdressed. Too many clothes. I just put on too heavy of a jacket. I put on a winter coat and it's like 35 or 37 degrees out right now. But I put a heavy winter coat on like a dummy. I just didn't want to get cold this morning because the wind's blowing. When the wind's blowing, it lowers the temperature even though it's the same. You're on the run. I'm stepping out with Anastasia. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. How was the looks of that live stream last night? I had the graphic on there and everything. Prominent and the big in the camera. I didn't see any new names in the live stream last night. So I don't know if I'm drawing new people or not. You don't know unless they chat. And if they don't chat, then you don't know they're there. But there were still 100 and some views. I like it when there's 5,000 views. That first night ride, that first stream that I put on 5-6 days ago, that had over 5,000 views. And I know it's the time, but it had the time too. Last night was not shabby at all. Last night was awesome. Assad Danger Brand. Hold on a second, Assad. Let me get up here by this tree and I'll give you a warm jacket. Here. Come here. Hey, come. Come, sit and wait. Here we go. We're hooking up Uncle Assad. Where's he at? Here he is. Add as moderator. There we go. Nice warm blue jacket, Assad. See you later, Helen. See, we got construction going on up here. New curbs, sidewalks. All kinds of stuff going on. Oh, I'm way too warm. I'm gonna have to unzip this coat. Hey, Ideal Eileen. Come on, Toby, let's go this way. Good morning, Ideal. Eileen, how are you today? I hope your day's has gone well. It's already nighttime there, huh? 7:30 p.m., 7:30 a.m. here. We're on the opposite sides of the world. The opposites. Whew. Dressed too warm. This is what stops me all the time is when Toby stops to smell something good. Only he knows what it is. Come on, not there. Oh boy, look, we got Christmas lights up We got Christmas lights up, folks. Turn Tobes. We'll give the people what they want. The same street. We go up and down. In the mornings, we go up and down the same streets usually. I don't want to be too far from home. At night, we'll go for longer. Toby, leave it. Toby, leave it. You're going to shake me up. Trying to get this glove put away. There we go. Get this coat unzipped. Whoops. I might even have to lose this hat. Holy smokes. I'm just way too warm. Yeah, these guys already got their Christmas lights up. Come on, little Tobus. Get out of the way, Toby. You know where you're supposed to be. We're on our 6-foot lead today. He's pulling me like a dog sled. Oh, all the training, all the hours and hours of training, and he doesn't ever stop pulling. Come on. We're on a mission, Tobe. We got to get our walk in. You're lollygagging. He wants those squirrels. I gotta make one more move here, folks. I think this hat's gonna have to go. The hat and the other glove. Now I'm gloveless and hatless. Oops, but that's okay. I gotta cool off. Hey. Hey, come here. Let me talk to you. There. We're going with the leash wrap today. I can take it. I'll make a simple loop around Toby's body, and this will calm him down. Stop pulling on me. Toby. Come on, little buddy. Come on, leave it. Let's see if we can get the right camera angle. There we go. Come on, leave it. Amazing. We don't even have stop today. Calm down, Toby. I believe it's like 37 degrees out, so it's above freezing. You see most of the snow's melted. Only where there's shade is there snow. Yeah, I was saying I didn't see hardly any different names in the chat last night. Any new names. I like it when there's new names in there, because then you know you're collecting more people and they're not just watching and not interacting. I like for everybody to at least say hi with the automatic set hi. At least do that for a guy to know who's there, who's coming. I thought the crowns would solve that, but if you go to a channel, even if you hit the like button, you don't show up in the crowns. Leave it. Leave it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, leave it. Who? Yep, lighter coat tomorrow. We're coming up where the 4 trees dropped a bunch of leaves. Come on, come on, come on, come on. People will be scrambling this weekend to get all their yard work done. I know I will be. I gotta cut the grass one more time and get all my garden bags in one spot. I usually pile them up. It makes a big square, like 6 foot by 12 foot. And I pile them up stack them 3 high, and they sit there all winter. The soil that I use in my grow bags is there's a lot of composted manure in there, so they'll percolate all winter long. They'll be releasing all their nutrients and all that good stuff into the soil for the spring. And in the springtime, I'll dump all the bags out. I think there was like 50 grow bags, something like that. I'll dump it all out and remix it. I'll add more manure to it and more organic. I do nothing but organic. I'll add more organic, like bird poo type fertilizer and worm castings and bone meal, and I remix it all up and then fill the bags up again. It's a chore. I always have help when I do that. It'd be nice if I could get the guys to do it for me, but something like that, you really gotta pay attention to what's going on. You can't leave it to the workers to get it right. I'm already thinking about spring. Isn't that something? Look, they dug the tree out and they ground the stump down. I don't know why they don't take the stumps out completely. You know, that stump goes down there, it's going to be rotting for the next 50 years. And there'll be a big mushroom patch growing here. How do I know this? Because that's what they did in my yard, the city. When I paid people to come grind my stumps out, I made them go like a foot deep. I didn't want that garbage. And then right like 15 feet away from the last tree stump I had ground, the city ground out 2 stumps between the sidewalk and the curb. They make such a mess, the city workers. They make a mess and then don't put it back right. Toby's getting to look at his first squirrel there. Come on. Today we take a left. We go east today. Yes, last night we had, I think it was about 122 views, something like that, 125. Nowhere near the 5,000 that we had a week ago. But those 100 and some views, they stuck around all night. Well, half the night anyway. The ones that stuck around all night made up for the ones that came and went. We got a pile of ours last night. A big pile. I was a little surprised after the day before. The day before was a slower day. Yeah, but again, last night I didn't see any new names in there. There was no one there new to connect to. Come on. Come on. We're not going far today, buddy. We'll walk again after the dreaded meeting. My dreaded meeting is this today. My every 2 weeks meeting. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I get so stressed out from it. You gotta listen to people tell you you're working too slow when they know damn well that they could not work. First of all, they can't do the job. Second of all, there's no way they're gonna work any faster unless they work on hours they're not getting paid for. Which, it's sad, but a lot of people in my profession, that's what they do. When you're sitting in a hotel somewhere a couple thousand miles from home, you got nothing better to do but to work. So you work and work and do extra. And then what happens? And then the bosses expect that extra from you all the time. And then when you go back to just normal hours, they're wondering what happened. They're thinking that you slacked off. Oh, they slacked off. No, I'm just working my 8 hours now. I was giving you 10 or 12 or 14. There's some days that I'll put in 16 or 18 hours. If I've got something that absolutely has to be turned in, I will burn the midnight oil and get it done. But you always hope it doesn't get to that point. That you got to have something turned in tomorrow and you got 2 days worth of work on it to do. I didn't see any new names yesterday in the yesterday morning walk. Whew. Sweating it out. Toby's finding something good to sniff on. But it's always got to be at the end of the leash. It can never be close. It can never be close with Toby. It's always got to be at the end of the leash for this kid. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Leave everything. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jeez. They must barbecue in the front yard or something. Because he was stuck to the ground. I had to drag him. Yeah, I don't put it on camera though. I feel guilty when I got to drag him away from something, but Jesus, if we stop at every tree and every post, we're not going to get anywhere. I'm trying to get him exercised this morning, not just walked, That's why we walk so fast. Little Tobes. The 7-Eleven. We missed the bells already. But they play songs with the bells at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. We just can't seem to get here at those times to get it recorded. I'm sure if and when we reach our 1,000 and 4,000, we'll make it. I don't want to waste the good stuff on pre-dollar sign. That'd be a waste. Come on, come on, come on. We're not stopping. Do you just see we're not stopping, Toby? Toby wants to pee everywhere. Every bush. Every bush has Toby's name on it. Next stop ahead. Hey, good morning from my side. Yeah, that's Our Lady of Chostakovich or something like that. I can't pronounce it. I'm sure it's wrong, but that's basically what it is. There was the big red building was a school. They had that many kids here way back when. You're talking, the church was built in the 1880s, 1890s. This town used to have a lot more people, probably twice as many people. Now, nobody can afford to send kids to the church schools anymore. So the church schools are dying out. There's some like Valley Lutheran in Saginaw. That's a huge school, and that doesn't seem to be getting any smaller. But the Catholic schools here in town, they've shrunk so much. I don't think the high school has more than 150 kids in it. Very, very small, but they put out state championship caliber baseball teams and softball teams. They do good in sports. And of course, smarts. That's what you're sending your kid for school for anyways, to get smarter. Very few kids are headed towards a sports career. Very, very few. I'm sure it's less than 1%, even though everybody's got dreams. It is, I think it was 37 this morning when we left the house, 37 degrees. When I first woke up, before the sun come up, the wind was blowing crazy out here. That's why I put on so many clothes this morning. I put on some warm stuff because I thought I was going to have to fight the wind. But the sun came up and the wind died down. The sun's up over that way. Oh, look at all the leaves. What a mess. Nature's beautiful, but when you're in the city, it's messy. If you're out in the country, you'd think nothing of it. But in the city, all this has to get cleaned up. You don't want leaves, especially like that, matted down, rotting in your yard. You don't want that. That'll kill your grass so fast. Next step ahead, I'm laughing. I will go walk a couple of miles in 30 minutes. Take the dogs. 30 minutes gets us an eighth of a mile. They walk with their noses to the ground. Ha! Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Look at this guy. He's nonstop hunting, even though he's not a hunting dog. He's always hunting. He loves the squirrels and the rabbits. He wants to catch one so bad. But the closer they are to him, It's funny. Every time he jumps a rabbit, like or a squirrel, like right on the other side of the tree or something, it shocks him, and he can't move for the first split second. And the squirrel and the rabbit, they always get away. Plus, he's on a leash, you know. But he never makes that big jump on him, because it surprises the heck out of him. He's not quick enough. Not yet, anyhow. I imagine if I let him run loose to do that, he'd develop. Come on. He'd develop the skills to catch. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hi, 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 hi. I saw Danger Brand. What is the national sports of the USA? Look here, we got squirrels. We're gonna stop back here. Look at, hey, come here. Leave it, come here. Toby. My boy. Wild cameraman. I had to give Toby a couple of sharp commands here to get him to let up on this here. I had to talk real nice to him. Oh my goodness, look at that face. Look at that face in the tree. Do you see it? Oh my goodness. Toby, that thing's gonna bite you. That tree's gonna bite you, buddy. That tree is definitely biting people. Holy cow. Looks like one of those Wizard of Oz trees. Hey, Priscilla TV, welcome, welcome. Did you see the face in that tree? It was right there ready to bite whoever's walking by. Look, here's the boy, there's the squirrel. I'll show you why they're here. This is where they live. Right there. Squirrel Town. Squirrel Town. No telling how hollow that tree is. Hold on. Yeah. That'll be short in a couple hours. Well, after 1 o'clock. After 2 o'clock. I got a meeting at 1. Oh, I'm already stressing. The last meeting, I had to take a extra blood pressure pill. The pill I only take when my blood pressure skyrockets. I think I've only taken it twice in the last year. But two Wednesdays ago was the last time I had to take it. These people stress me out. It's not enough you send them the reports, but you gotta tell them about it. You gotta tell the crowd. Answer questions. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Any questions? And then they want to tell you that we need you to get more of these done. Quicker, faster, but we're not going to pay you no more extra. Oh, it's the same story everywhere you go. Even if you work at the Walmart, if you work at the grocery store, the boss is telling you, you got to stack those shelves faster. You got to mop that floor faster. No matter what you do, they always want more. And if you give them more, then they expect it all the time. Then they want more on top of that more. Well, geez, if you can give me 10% more now, you should be able to give me another 10% the next day. So now you're at 23%. Because you already went up 10% of that result. There's another third of that 10. Oh my goodness. Them bosses, they don't understand. Our boy Toby. I want to talk to the one girl at the dog school and see if she won't work on Toby one day a week with some new tricks. He really likes the one girl, so he would learn from her quicker than learning from Daddy. Learning from Daddy, you got the added relation. There's a relationship already there. It's like mom and dad teaching the kid versus the kid going to school, learning from the teacher. Wow, this guy's got a lot of leaves to clean. Wow. I don't know, you guys recognize this house here as they had big Halloween here a little bit ago, just a week ago. And across the street they had the big graveyard that was all lit up with Halloween, those two houses. I love that sound. They always want you to do the job faster, and they will give you another job, so on and so on. Isn't that the truth? You know, I've got this spreadsheet that I keep for the project, and it's like every other month they add a new column to the spreadsheet that I got to keep track of. And during the meeting, all them bosses, they think, yeah, let's add a column for this, let's add a column for that, and we'll keep track of this. I mean, it's like once a month they keep adding columns, and it's easy for them to add columns and want more information. But who's got to fill in the blanks, you know? Me. It just piles up and piles up. I've got a project spreadsheet that's 3 pages long, it's an Excel spreadsheet, and it's got 3 tabs. The first one went from, I think there was like maybe 10 columns to over double that. The second page they added 3 columns to, and then changed what the columns were after we added the columns and I filled information in them. And then it wasn't too long after that they redefined the columns, so they don't mean what they were supposed to mean in the beginning, you know? Stupid things like that. And I don't know why they make all these changes, because they don't read the spreadsheets anyway. They don't read the reports or the spreadsheets. They rely on you to tell them about it every 2 weeks. But they're getting paid big money because they're bosses. They can't read a damn report or a spreadsheet. It's like, look at the report. Why waste my time? Hey, Curian. What's happening, bro? Let me hook you up. It's a cold morning. Let's see. Let me take care of the blue coats here for a second. And Sister Idiomaka, I can't pronounce it because it's not my native language. I can barely pronounce the names here. So I'll have to hear it said. I'll have to hear it said in a stream, so I'll know how to pronounce it. But test out your coat. Make sure it's working. There we go. Everybody blue. Hey, Wamoyo. Hi, Grace. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to visit. We've got, let's see. We've got about 15 minutes left of our stream, and then I got to get to work. I've got to update that spreadsheet I was just telling you about. I've got two updates for it. they send me the updates in other spreadsheets. You know what I mean? So I got to read through the new spread. I got to read through their updated spreadsheets and transfer all that information over to my spreadsheet into the right columns. And sometimes, like, their columns aren't the same as mine, even though we're all supposed to be working off the same thing. It's crazy. People are crazy. People are definitely crazy. You know, like politicians think that if they aren't making up new laws to hold the people back, that they're not doing their job. That's the way these bosses are. If they're not trying to make up new shit in front of the other bosses, then I think they don't feel like they're taking care of business. I think half the problem is each boss wants to outshine the other boss and look like the smartest boss in the room. I think that's what the problem is. Me, I'm never boss. I don't ever want to be no boss. Is that a heart in the tree? Is that a heart? Isn't that a crooked heart? That looks like some of the hearts you see on YouTube when people are flashing the heart signs with their fingers. One of them heart fingers, one of them crooked ones. Assad, Kurian hit his monetization yesterday. Congratulations again. Not yet. Was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah, that's cool. Oh. Woo. Got to be fast. You got to be fast. Morning. You got to be fast for that one. Did you see that, folks? I got. Ooh, is that a snake? Reflexes like Spider-Man and Superman. Hey, all the time. I'm not going to say any time, but all the time, Kurian. We just met not too long ago, but man, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You know, come on, leave it if it makes sense. When you spend time watching somebody's channel, you're invested in them. You know, you're investing your time into their watch hours. So everybody's invested in you and wants to see you do good, because we've got all them watch hours on you. You know what I mean? Not so much me, because like I said, we just met. But think of all the people that have been watching you forever. All those people are rooting for you. They got investment in you. So nobody wants to see you do bad. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Come on, Bubba. Come on, we gotta make another 10 minutes walk here. Let's see if I can get the camera down this way to the dog level. If YT ever pays us anything, I think the first thing we invest in is a GoPro camera. That way, we can strap it onto Toby every once in a while and watch Toby walk. Good morning, good morning. Oh, look out, Tobe. We almost went down here. Yeah, the GoPro on the Toby dog for the dog cam. You know, if he slept in one spot, I could put the camera on him at night. And for the sleeping dog cam. But he doesn't sleep in one spot. He's everywhere. He probably has at least 5 different spots a night that I see him when I get up to do whatever. Wake up in the middle of the night. You know why old men wake up in the middle of the night. When I wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes he'll be sleeping on the couch, which is, for me, that's something, because he's never on the furniture. I don't mind it. Some people never let their pets on the furniture, but he's one of the family, you know. And you can always clean off the couch. But I'll see him sleeping on the end of the couch. Last night, there was a laptop playing on the coffee table, and he was laying right in front of it, and it looked like he was laying there watching it. It was so cool. I should have got a picture of it. He'll lay there. He'll lay by the front door. He starts out, when I go to bed, wherever he's sleeping, he gets up and comes and lays right up against the bed. He doesn't lay on the bed. He lays right up against the bed for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then he hops up and he lays at the foot of the bed for another 10 or 15 minutes. Then he gets up and goes and lays up against the front door. You can hear him. He doesn't lay down. He falls. When he's tired like that, he falls over. You can hear him hit the door. Boom. He hits the front door and falls over. And then later he'll be laying across on the floor, across the doorway of my bedroom. Same thing with that cat. Whenever times I get up in the middle of the night, that cat's in different spots. There was a couple days last week 3 days I think, I woke up and he was laying in the bed down by my feet all curled up. But it hasn't been the last couple nights. He hasn't been around. He's doing his cat thing. Here's full of leaves too. Where do you live? Can I call you Edie? Edie would make it easy on me because I'm sure I cannot pronounce your name and I'd hate to mispronounce it. Yeah, aside, we're working on it, dude. You can see with the collaboration with the analytics, you can see what kind of steps we're taking. We're taking big leaps. You know the 28-day average thing in your analytics. It says you're this much further than 28 days before or whatever. I'm over the last 28 days over the prior 28 days. I'm plus 500 watch hours, over 500. But that's just what they've counted. They don't count like the last couple days. Come on. We're making moves. It's all the extra content. It's the content that is at the same time every day. That makes a big difference. I can see already. Coming on at the same time every day. People know where you are and where to find you. They can plan their watching around you. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna go watch Toby Dog walk from 6:30 or 7 until 8 or 8:30 every day. You know, they know we're here. Y'all know we're here, right? The room's full today. Call her Amika. Okay, we can do that. I won't remember, but we can do that. Yep, when folks know when and where to find you, they find you. They're not find you, they know you're there. You know what I mean? I think that makes a huge difference. You can't just come on every day at whatever time, you know. Whenever you got a minute. You got to put it in your schedule to do it at that time. And that's just what we've noticed, you know. I'm not saying it's right for everybody. I don't know. Is it? I would think so. But that's what we've noticed. That's what I've noticed. It's just like network TV. Just like network TV. You know when your favorite soap opera's coming on, or when your favorite show's coming on Thursday night or Tuesday morning. You know exactly what time. So you're there. Captain Kirk was in our live stream yesterday. Yesterday morning, Captain Kirk popped up. The Shaky Shaky is back. The Shaky Shaky is back. He said he's going to be back on next week with the Shaky Shaky. And I told him how I felt about his channel. Although I think it's wonderful what he does for the people. I don't know what everybody else thinks. I'm not involved. I don't care about any kind of what people think is a controversy or not. I don't care. All I care about is I see the good that man did for the people. So I'll be there to support, and I'll be hitting the dollar sign. I'm not scared. He's a good guy. The Shaky Shaky. The Shaky Shaky. Man, there was always dozens of people there. Everybody I knew. Everybody I know on YouTube's there. For the Shaky Shaky. Heck, we even won a couple times. I won with a ninja one time and didn't know what to do because it wasn't, of course it's not monetized or anything. How are you going to get money from the ninja? I won with a ninja. And then I didn't want no one to know it was my ninja. So I tried to play it off, And I donated it to the Eunice Talata Fund. I didn't want them to know that was my ninja. That's it. I think something like that happened at Goga's channel too with my ninja. I got the split, or you know how he gives away money, a portion of the talk. What do you call it? The live chat. We won that one time with a ninja, and it was both times we won on him and Captain Kirk's. They were asking, who's this Ubarbo? Who's this Ubarbo? Never seen him before. Those ninjas are fun. All my ninjas have my name though. Not my name, but my Titlepro handle. Except for the Ibarbo. So if you see Ibarbo, you know it's me. We just signed up for a bunch of new ones. There's a fella that started a channel, I think it's 4 months ago. Yesterday I thought it was 2, but I went back and looked and I believe it's 4. And he calls himself the Titlepro. Oh man, I saw that and I'm like, Jesus. So I went through and took up all the other Titlepros. The real Titlepro, whatever. Titlepro TV, all kinds of Titlepros. Got to protect your brand, right? No matter how small the brand is, you got to protect it. Woo! I love these leaves. I always got to walk where it's the deepest. Give them a kick. 10-year-old Titlepro. Every time you hear that sound, that's 10-year-old Titlepro walking through the leaves. Priscilla TV. Let's go. You're eating. I wasn't paying attention. Somebody has a bowl of food out underneath one of the trees over here. Toby went over and took a bite. That's where the dogs get sick. Is from eating out of stuff like that. There could be rabies in there. Jeez. Bad daddy. I wasn't paying attention. Too busy looking at the chat. Too busy looking at the chat. You see most of the snow's gone. Almost all of it. Just a couple of days, just yesterday, it was, you saw in our walk yesterday and the day before, it was covered in snow. Now, no snow. That's how Michigan is. Whatever the weather is, wait 5 minutes, it will change. That's a saying that we say to each other. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Oh, give it 5 minutes, it'll change. Things like that. Uh-oh. There's some leaves. I gotta give them a kick. Toby always has to stop in this spot right here, but I don't let him use the bathroom. People plant flowers there. But he's got to smell because the other dogs are going there. Come on. Ooh. Leaf heaven. Look, even Toby's kicking the leaves. Do you see he looked up like, oh, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? That short I posted the other day of Toby walking along the river. I think it's not a short, it's I posted it in the regular videos because it's like a little over a minute long. I was picking music for it. And like the third song I touched, the third song I put to it to listen, the beats lined up with his walk, and every time he turned direction or took a step forward or something, the beat changed for him. It was really cool. I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's the perfect song for Toby, for this walk, or for his walk along the river there. It fit him perfect. What are you looking at? Did you spot a squirrel? Did you spot a squirrel? All filthy. Look how dirty his feet are. Gonna have to wash his feet today. Hey, where are you going? I'm going this way. Wait, I changed my mind. I'm going this way now. Right here with me. You don't have to heel, but you gotta be here. It's gonna be a nice day here. I'm so happy. Well, folks, we are almost home, so we're gonna start saying goodbye. Oh, is that your keyword to look this way, Tobe? Well, folks, we're gonna start our goodbyes. Got to get home, get to work. It's already after 8. I want to thank everybody for coming by, saying hi, and also thank the folks for stopping by the live stream last night. That's really greatly appreciated. We're marching hard, marching far. We got to reach that goal, and we're trying to reach it pretty quick here. We're making moves. I'm ready to start putting content on a different channel So this one's got to get locked up. This one's got to get to the goal. Toby's gonna relax all day. He'll go, when we go in, he goes straight through the house, out the back door. And he'll go play in the yard for a while, come in, eat his breakfast. And then he'll go back out, lay around with a big treat. I give him these big chews, different kinds of chews, like dried tendons, dried esophaguses, bully sticks, and then I get these dried fish slabs, and they're I think they're cod, and they're dried and they're hard, and he chews on them forever. Good stuff. Everything I buy him is all natural, and I get him fish. One of his dog foods is actually dried fish. One of the kibbles he gets, they process the fish, they dry it, they don't bake it. They dry it out, they mush it up, and they add fish oil and fish juice and all that good stuff, and then they dry it, and they dry it into kibbles, you know. But it's all natural, all fish. That's one of his. I mix a third of that into his meals every day. His meals are 2/3. He eats Purina Pro Plan Sport for sport dogs, and it's a super high protein, no bullshit. And then he gets 2/3 of the Purina. He gets 1/3 of the dried fish in his bowl, and then he gets like a quarter cup to a third of a cup of either carrots or green beans with every meal. He eats pretty good. He loves the carrots. He likes the green beans he eats it all. But when they're growing fresh on the vine, he really likes those. He's a vegetable eating machine. Oh, my garden looks terrible. I'm walking past it right now. It's looking bad. I got to get in there and get everything cleaned up, put away. Grass needs to be cut one more time once the snow's gone. Whew. Too much work and no time. Well, folks, we are here, and it's time for us to say goodbye. We've reached the end of our broadcasting day, and we'll be back on tonight with something cool to see. What if anybody that is here that checked out our live stream last night, what did you think of that format? We had the clips playing, we had the channel up, and camera and microphone. I was chatting with the people. No singing and dancing, though. We didn't get any singing and dancing in. It's not that kind of party. It's a party, but it's not that kind of a party. Yeah, so we will see you on the streets. Time to go in here and start this work. No breakfast. There's nothing in there to eat. Well, I think there's some eggs. When I say nothing, I mean nothing I want to eat. The cupboard's full of canned goods, but who wants to eat canned goods, you know? But we do have eggs, so I think we might even have some biscuits in the fridge to go with it. Anyhow, thanks for coming by, everybody, and I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. I know my time's valuable, and I can't think of any place better I'd rather spend it than with my friends on the YT, chatting, watching, laughing, having a good time. Game over. There we go. That's what we're looking for. The game over, game over. We're on our way. I can't fly anywhere because I'm not to 1,000 subs yet. We are at eight something, 860 something, 850 something. I'm not sure. But once we get there, we'll fly all over the world. But we're gonna say goodbye. You don't have to go home, but it's time to leave here. We'll see you next time, folks. We'll be on again tonight between 7 and 8 p.m. for the overnight stream. Hope to see you there. Come and chat, chill out to some cool music. Even if you're not looking at the stream, you could play the music. It's all good music off the YT studio. It's available for everyone to use. Sometimes you gotta make that. You gotta write in your stream description the author and the singer and all that. But I try to pick the songs that don't do that, so I don't have to monkey with it. But anyway, take it easy, folks. Watch a video today on OBS. You'll do yourself a favor. That OBS application is quite an app for the streaming. You can do all kinds of neat things with it. You can have multiple cams. You can have multiple views. You can have multiple views from the same cam. You could set up one view that's just the video streaming, and then your next scene has got that same stream, but it's got overlays on it. Your channel, other people's channels, the camera view, even other videos. You can stack videos up. You can do all kinds of cool things. Anyhow, check it out. Check it out. Take your channels to the next level. It's kind of like a StreamYard, but I think you can do more with it. All right, y'all. Be cool, and we'll see you in the streets. Bye-bye. Hi, Toby. Look what I got. Look what I got. Look what I got. Say goodbye, Bubba. Say goodbye, Bubba.